Hey guys, welcome back to Street Sense, the podcast where we break down the big issues in everyday language.
Yep, no jargon, no plenty grammar. Just real talk about policies, money, and how it all affects you and me.
And today, Tunde, we need to talk about this new tax policy that's shaking tables.
Or maybe shaking tomatoes because this just involves tomato sellers.
Okay, here's the deal. FG says if you earn above 800,000 naira a year, that's roughly 67,000 naira a month, you're in the tax brackets.
67K? That's like 2 weeks transport and data for some people in Legos.
True. But then I passed through Yaba the other day, saw women selling pepper by the roadside, and I started doing some math.
All right, let's hear it.
So, Tunde, have you heard about the new tax policy?
Oh yes, the one that says if you earn above 800,000 naira per year, you're now in the tax bracket.
Exactly. At first, I thought it was 800,000 naira monthly. But no, it's yearly. That's like 67,000 naira a month.
67K in Legos? That's transport, data, and maybe one bag of rice.
True. And here's the part that hit me. I was passing through Yeba, saw some tomato sellers by the roadside, and I thought, wait, so how does this apply to them?
Break it down.
Okay, let's say one of those women sells a small tray of pepper for 400 naira. If she manages to sell 10 trays in a day, that's 4,000 naira daily. Multiply by 26 working days, that's 104,000 naira in a month. Multiply by 12 months, 1.2 million naira annually. On paper, she qualifies to pay tax.
But that's just the gross. That's not what actually lands in her pocket.
Exactly. Because she buys each trade at about 250 naira, resells at 400 naira, so the profit is only 150 naira per tray. If she sells 10 trays in a day, that's 1,500 naira real earnings.
And from that 1,500 naira, she has to feed herself and her family, pay transport, pay levies, even settle those area boys that show up every morning.
Yes, and still restock the next day. No savings, no formal records, no accounting, just survival.
So the big problem is government is looking at gross figures, but in reality, they're taxing poverty, not profit.
That's the heart of it. And it's not just pepper sellers. It's thousands of informal workers, traders, artisans, bus drivers, people who don't even know what a tax bracket is.
And meanwhile, the people with real big incomes, with accountants and lawyers, will find their way around the system.
Exactly.
So the tomato seller becomes the easy target.
At the end of the day, tax is necessary, but implementation has to be fair. Otherwise, you're squeezing the ones who are already barely holding on.
Couldn't have said it better, because if the system doesn't distinguish between turnover and real income, we'll just keep punishing survival instead of encouraging growth.
So here's the bottom line. Policies might look neat on paper, but on the streets, they play out differently.
And if government doesn't consider the difference between turnover and real income, we're basically taxing survival.
And survival shouldn't be taxed. Growth should be supported.
Well said. And guys, we'd love to hear what you think. Do you believe this tax policy is fair, or is it just another burden on people already struggling?
Hit us up on social media, drop your thoughts, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it.
Until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and remember, policies are only as good as the lives they improve. This is Street Sense, signing out.